Action!
Hi, I'm Emmy.
And I'm Olivia.
Welcome to the first episode of Under the Spotlight.
Today we are going to be talking about celebrities.
These are people who act in your favourite shows and sing your favourite songs.
The people we used to like probably will be different to the people you like now.
When we were your age, I loved One Direction.
And I love Justin Bieber, so today we'll find out yours.
Okay, so today we're here with Alana.
Hi!
And she has younger siblings who are quite like far apart in age.
Yeah, so I've got a little sister who's just turned 4 and a brother who's 12 years old and turning 13 soon. So
Yeah, that is a big age gap.
very
yeah,
age
so
gap.
it's around 4.5 years between me and my brother and 13 years between me and my sister.
Yeah, that's a
so
big
she
age gap.
definitely looks up to me as like a second mum and stuff. And then my brother, like, we're close in age, but there's still like the mum factor in there. Like, I still
Yeah.
love just being a little mum to him. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because we got you to ask your siblings like who they looked up to and that kind of stuff, and your younger sister just had no idea.
No, she just literally, so I asked her and she just goes, you and mummy, and like she didn't understand the word of like celebrity. And I was trying to explain to her like, oh, it's the people who you've seen like your TV shows and like movies and stuff, but she just didn't understand that. Like, she didn't idolize and look up to those people, because I feel like at her age she just wants, if you know her, and like she even said like at one point she said my best friend and stuff, so like she just,
it's just the people like
sees the
actually around
yeah,
her.
exactly.
I think it's also like at that age is like they're more like wanting to like look up to people that are around them instead of because someone on the TV that's not close to them. So
yeah,
I think,
exactly. Whereas it's completely different with like us, because we see it as like, oh, we see celebrities and go, oh my god, they're so pretty, I want to look like them, like I want to be like them, I want to have their lifestyle. Where Chloe, like, she's just like, no, I want to be like mummy and you. Like, she just
like
doesn't
my
care.
mum would probably, she wouldn't be up there on like the list of people.
Neither. I wouldn't go, who do I idolise the most?
My mum.
My
No,
mum,
yeah.
my sister. No, I would never.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
which is not what I would do. Your brother said Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, he did. He said Lewis Hamilton. So my family is like, my stepdad especially, so we don't have the same dad, but he's very close with his dad, and it was always Formula 1 in our family. We were never football or rugby, and my brother does do like race karting and stuff, so he always has looked up to like Lewis Hamilton, like, what's his name? I know his last name. Vettel or whatever it's called, something like that. So it's just like he's always looked up to those type of people.
yeah,
And
like kind of people like he's like kind of his hobbies like
it's
align
hobby,
with.
yeah. Like, it's, if you were to ask someone who is interested in football, I think they would come up with a footballer and go, oh, this person. So
Yeah.
I think it does show the difference though. When you get older, you actually do start idolising people that you don't even know. You don't even like.
100%.
I mean, and that's
know
not too
them.
big of an age gap between
Yeah.
them. Like in what, like 9 years, it's like changed from, oh yeah, like the only people I look up to are my mum to like
family,
some like sports person.
Yeah, because even when he was like, so he started racing when he was around 6 or 7, and even then he would be like, no, I think at that age as well, he just wanted to be his own person. He didn't even like idolize anyone, because he started and he just enjoyed it. He saw it as a hobby, and then he wants to take it more.
Yeah.
So he started looking at people like Lewis Hamilton and like the people who have started really young and now in Formula 1. That's when he kind of was like, oh, I want to do this as a profession. And I think I started around like 9, 10, I can't lie.
I mean, at 6, I wanted to be in One Direction.
Yeah. I wanted to be their girlfriend.
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Like
Justin Bieber's
Bieber.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was my sole plan in life.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and your brother only knows One Direction and Justin Bieber through you.
Yeah, so I've got a stepsister and we're a week apart, and she was always One Direction growing up and I was Justin Bieber. And he, like, when I asked him about it, he was like, literally the only reason I know them is because of you guys.
Yeah.
Because we would always go on about them. We would have the merch, like, and we were probably like 6, probably from like 6 to 10. That was when we were like loving them.
Yeah.
And he was 4.
Yeah, he
like,
didn't know what was
not
going on.
Yeah, so he obviously like was surrounded by it, and also he's the only boy in our family, so he's surrounded
his
by
thing,
girls. So when it came to that, he was just like, I know who they are, but if
But
I
they're not
play
my
music
thing.
for them, I
You
have no
won't have
idea.
no idea.
No
Which is
clue.
so weird, because like Harry Styles is still so massive.
Massive. Yeah, he's
he's
massive
massive.
now.
But if you played like, I don't know, I might be like assuming, but if you played your sister Harry Styles, would she know who it was?
So in my car, we've never actually like had a, you know, when you can like aux your music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've always had radio. So obviously, if his song came up, she would probably try to sing along, but she wouldn't go, "Oh, that's Harry Styles."
Or like kind of know the lyrics
Yeah.
that well.
Yeah.
And she's most recently, from around like 3, only been like a year, but she started like trying to sing along to the songs. And now
Yeah.
we got a new car and stuff, so we actually play her music, and it's all like Descendants, like
Yeah.
the little theme tunes of like her TV shows. Like
Yeah.
it's never proper music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I was to play Harry Styles or Justin Bieber, she wouldn't go, I know who they are.
Because my cousin, she's like 6, and she knows who Harry Styles is. Like, she was playing Harry Styles, like, Watermelon Sugar or something.
Yeah.
And she knew who it was, but if I played her One Direction, she would not have a clue.
Have a clue, yeah.
And that really upsets me.
No, I
It's just
find
weird.
I do find it mad, because I'm trying to think about like big pop groups that are actually in the same level as what we thought Justin Bieber
Yeah.
and One Direction are, and I just can't even think of any.
They were
No.
just so massive.
Yeah.
yeah, they were like even Little Mix. Like I thought
Oh,
they
yeah.
were.
I
Like,
thought they
were-
was the best.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially because it
Massive
was
at the
women
time.
as well.
And it was
You
a
were
girl
like,
group. I wanted to
yeah.
be that group. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I can't even think of anybody. Like if I would ask them today, I don't even think my brother would go, this person. The only person I can think of is he really likes Marshmello, the DJ.
But even that's
yeah.
not like
that's not even
quite present.
Yeah, it's
That's-
not like he's massive.
Yeah.
Like he's got music and he's
Yeah.
good music, but One Direction was worldwide.
It was, yeah,
like
it was
they
big.
would know.
Every teenage girl
I feel
was
like
like,
music also just isn't like that anymore, because like
Mhm.
there were like, it wasn't, because everything now is just kind of famous, like kind of most things
Yeah.
pop off because of like TikTok and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, especially
Whereas-
with social media.
Yeah, but back in the day, like it was only certain people that were like proper famous.
you had to be like really
really-
talented
yeah.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
get big.
Like, and I think even like we had, like my family. I don't know about you guys, but we grew up on like X Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we would always watch that on one night of the week,
Yeah.
whatever it was on. Even like
Yeah.
Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah.
Like we would always watch that stuff as a family. But now we just don't, because
Yeah.
it's not the same. Like we don't see it as the same thing. And like Britain's Got Talent. I mean, X Factor's gone now, but Britain's Got Talent. Like we used to love that, but we just don't watch anymore because
Yeah.
it just seems so fake now.
Yeah.
And even my brother said that to me. Like we were watching it one night, he was like, "This is so like put on. Like you just know who's going to be the golden buzzer. You just know who's like going to be these things and stuff." But yeah, he's just so on the level of like, if the people he looks up to is what he wants to do in his career. Like he loves like even TV shows, even the YouTube he watches as well. He always watches like SAS and like
Yeah.
army stuff. Like he wants to go into the army, so he watches stuff like that. He loves watching sci-fi and things that he can actually learn. Like he's such a history nerd as well. Like I've never known like a 12-year-old boy to be like, "Oh, I just want to put like a history show on."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's on that type of level where he just doesn't want to watch like random stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
it's good that like he wants to like watch stuff that's to do with like his hobbies, because I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
like
that surprises
definitely.
me.
because like a lot of like teenagers or like even like 12-year-olds or anything, they'll just be scrolling on just like watching anything just
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
of it.
so recently he's just downloaded TikTok, and at first, like me and my mum, we both have it, and in our day, I would say, I know it sounds like we're really old,
Yeah.
but in our day, it was Musical.ly.
Oh my
like,
god.
Oh,
and
Musical.ly-
Musical.ly is very different to TikTok.
Yeah,
Musical.ly
Very
was
different.
like,
it was literally just
you-
hand movements.
Yeah,
you'd
no.
make hand movements, but
It was
now it's like TikTok's
transitions,
full.
like I remember being on Musical.ly and me and my friends would make the most stupid little like dances and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and we just would not care. Like the amount of Musical.ly accounts that I could probably find on my phone that was
I
just
know,
me and my friends
God.
messing around, and now TikTok is just
it's
so
very
like
toxic.
you have to be really pretty, really
Yeah.
skinny, like basically the beauty standard
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you want to be big on it,
Yeah.
and or you have to steal someone's ideas or
Or you have to be like
dances.
hilariously funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you can't just be like
yourself.
yourself.
yeah. And you have to put a show on for it. And like my brother, he was even just like, I don't like, obviously everyone has their different For You pages. Like I've looked at my brother's, it's completely different to mine. And his is generally just like YouTube and like video
Yeah.
games and stuff. But he's not only just playing his video games now, he's also on like TikTok watching the video games because it's easy access.
Yeah.
But the one thing he's like, I don't want is Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I remember getting Instagram for the first time. Like,
I got Instagram at like
God.
10, and I was like, this is
and, like,
amazing.
Snapchat, like, he was just like so not on Snapchat, and all his, like, I don't know what it is, but all his friends, like, they've got each other's numbers.
Yeah,
and
I feel like
like
Snapchat's gonna die out. I feel like it's
I
gonna be
can't-
like Facebook
I
or
think
something.
I think it's gonna be so embarrassing if I'm on Snapchat at like 25.
No, I
I-
think I
Yeah,
think that's the way
like,
it's gonna be.
I just don't even. I can't even think what I'm gonna be on. Like, I'm gonna have to transition from from Snapchat to WhatsApp.
No,
like,
but I feel like we won't. It's like our parents never transitioned from Facebook. We're just not going to transition from.
yeah,
I don't want to be
Snapchat.
known as 25-year-old on Snapchat.
yeah, exactly. Like,
But it will be normal, because like the little kids won't be on it.
there'll be a new app. There'll
Yeah.
be a new app. Like, my
Yeah.
brother's not on it, and by the time my sister's his age, I can't even imagine her on it.
what's going to
Yeah.
be different.
Like, I think it's also scary because me and my mum actually have this conversation a lot, saying, is like, we've got Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Those are the three. Like, those are the three social medias we would like talk about, and we're trying to think of like what's going to be next, because it was
Yeah.
Facebook in her day.
And I use Facebook like
I don't even
Just
have
don't
it.
make
even
sure
have
my
it.
mum doesn't post
Like, I've got an
stuff about me.
account, but my mum deleted it ages ago, and she only really uses Instagram. That's
Yeah.
about it.
like yeah, I think Instagram was our Facebook.
Yeah.
And then there's
it
going to be
definitely
one for
was.
like your sister's age
Yeah,
group.
exactly. It's also scary as well. I think there's a lot of things like just the different generations. Like, it's weird to think like me and my brother, us and my brother, we're in the same generation. He's the cut off, but then it's like my sister's generation is going to be completely different. But it's like we do try and hide her from like we try and make her not like an iPad kid. I don't know if you know what
Yeah.
that means,
Yeah.
but like when we go out to meals and stuff, we don't give her a phone and go
Yeah.
watch Bluey. We're like, you can colour in. You
Yeah.
can bring like some painting, because we just think it's like, what's the point in her being on technology at that age when literally by the time you get to 13 you're going to be on technology for your whole life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And the fact
Enjoy the time without it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Worries.
Exactly.
Yeah, and being on like YouTube or whatever at that age, like the only people she cares about right now are you.
Like, she doesn't even know like who like the Norris Nuts are. Like, she doesn't know who those people are.
Yeah.
And like, if I ask someone like her friend Isaiah, like, he's on the internet constantly, like he's watching
and if you asked
YouTube.
him, he'd probably have completely
I
different
think so,
answers.
yeah. I think so, but I think it's also the different parenting, different like the way you feel is going to be the best for your child as well. Because Chloe, she's just so like, she loves arts and crafts. Like, I mean, to be fair, she goes to her childminders from like 8 to 6. But when she comes home, we do put a TV show on for her, because she's gone
She's
to the
been out all
park,
day,
she's
yeah.
been doing all these
Yeah.
things. So it's like, we're not
It's just a
saying
time
like
to
take
relax.
it all away. But it's like,
Limit
me and
it.
my mum do say, like, it's no point in her just constantly like brainwashing, and it's also
Yeah.
taking her innocence away.
Yeah,
like,
it
for real.
desensitizes.
No, exactly.
Kids
As
100%.
soon as Musical.ly changed into TikTok, my mum was like, no, we need to make a private account. We need to monitor it. Like,
Yeah.
she monitored my phone as soon as like it became
TikTok.
TikTok, because
I mean,
it was
yeah.
a different vibe.
Like
as well.
my obviously my sister's 14 and she's on TikTok. Like, she's addicted to
Yeah.
TikTok. And obviously she's only like 3 years younger than me. But even like the difference between like when I was younger and when she was younger, we were completely different. But now, like, you would think we were the same age.
Yeah.
Because she's been on TikTok and,
I've
she's seeing the
also-
same things I
I've
am.
also like noticed as well, I don't know, like if you're just scrolling on TikTok or like reels on Instagram as well, like 12-year-olds, the way they dress, the way they have makeup,
Yeah.
skincare, like if I look back on a photo of me at 12, like, oh
I
my
looked
God.
horrible, God, yeah.
Oh my God, it's not even that, like the fact that
we just look like kids. I feel.
Yeah,
look like
we were
children,
wearing like
yeah.
rainbow leggings.
exactly, like I didn't really get my own, like obviously I picked my own clothes, but I didn't really get like what I wanted to like have my own clothes styled
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
how I wanted to do my makeup until I was like 13, 14. And like I do get a bit shocked, because like my brother's friends, he's like completely different to them. Like, my brother's friends are in like Nike Tech fleeces, like
Yeah.
trying to act road
Trying to
man,
act like so
with
much
the
older.
best phone, girlfriends already. My brother's just like, I don't want to be anything like them, but they're my friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but I think he's just on a different mindset, and I think it's also, I'm not trying to be biased, but I think because he's grown up with girls completely surrounding him,
Yeah.
it's like a different type of level. And I always think in my head that if you've got sisters and you're the only boy, I think, and especially when you're
You're
either
gonna be
middle or
raised
youngest,
differently,
you're going to
yeah.
be raised differently
Yeah,
if you're
you are going to.
Especially if
Yeah,
you're
but-
that youngest. Yeah.
exactly. And I do adore him. He is just, I don't know what it is, but he's just such like a complete different 12-year-old to what I would think is a 12-year-old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
On that note,
Bye, guys.
This has been really fun to learn about.
I hope you all enjoyed learning about our favourite celebrities, and we loved hearing about yours.
Thank you for listening.
I've been Emmy.
And I've been Olivia. Thanks for listening to Under the Spotlight.